So I think I need to start a series called Weird Ways Kitties Sleep, because this is how she's sleeping. This cat sleeps in the weirdest poses. Now it's time to read. Hey y'all, welcome to the family that reads a lot. This is going to be I guess it's a homeschool video. I'm gonna title it Homeschool, but also this is just a book video for really anybody who enjoys picture books, really good picture books, not like board books for babies, but picture books that have a good story to them. So I'll link it down below, but I recently put out a video about why we switched back to picture books for our homeschool read alouds. It just works better for us. Yes, my kids are getting older. I have a 4th grader and a 6th grader, and they are loving the change. They are loving the switch to picture books from trying to read chapter books as a read aloud. They read tons of books. They read upper elementary, nonfiction, middle grades, all of the things, but those kind of books just weren't working for us as far as read alouds. So we've switched. So I'm gonna bring you kind of my monthly picture book selection. So I really like to do these by season, and I think that's part of the reason we're enjoying it so much. We're doing things that are seasonal and feel, I don't know, not holiday, because we're not there yet, but like they make sense or something. I don't know. We're just enjoying it a lot, and I wanted to bring them to y'all. So these are the ones that we're going to be reading for August. Okay, when I'm filming this, it's kind of mid-August. It's probably going to come out toward late August. It's a little behind, but I just kind of decided to do this. So we're not going to go through a ton of books for August, but these are the ones that we have. So this is Redneck Cat Girl and the Reading Tree by Naoko Stoop. So this is a fun little story. It's, from reading it, I'm thinking there's a series that goes along with this. But anyway, this one's actually a little easier than I had tried to look for at the library, but I just ended up grabbing it anyway. I read it with the kids. They loved it. It was short. It was sweet. Maybe 5 minutes, we were done. Basically, this redneck cat girl has friends who are forest animals, and they end up making a library in a tree and to share with all of the other animals. And it is so cute. My kids love animals, so this hit the mark for them. They love the library. It just was a super cute, super quick, super fun read. This would be really good for little kids and even older kids and adults who just want a fun story. So hey, that's the first one. For August, I wasn't really going with too big of a theme. Like obviously September, I'm gonna do fall, November, Thanksgiving, so on and so forth. But August was just like fun books. The next one is Sylvester and the Magic Pebble by William Steig. So this actually won some sort of award. This won the Caldecott Medal. Didn't know that when I grabbed it. Basically, Sylvester is a donkey, and he finds this pebble, and for whatever reason, it's magic, but then, I don't know all the details of this. I know it turns him into a rock, and then he has to be freed from being a rock. So we're gonna be reading this, I think this week, maybe even today. But it looks like a fun, happy little book. It's not super, super short like the other one. I mean, it's got a decent amount of reading. So this is definitely for kids with a little more patience to sit down and listen to a book. This one is Memoirs of a Tortoise by Devin Scillian. I think I'm saying that right. This I just happened to grab. I don't even remember why, but I sat at the library and read it, and I was like, wow, we have to read this. It's basically Memoirs of a Tortoise and he is a pet, and it's about his friend Ike, I guess, who is his owner. It's been a minute since I sat down and read it, but it's going through their time together. And then you get to the end of it and Ike passes away. So this is a very different take on that, because the tortoise outlives his human, where normally a human outlives a pet. And I think the tortoise even calls him his pet Ike, maybe, if I'm remembering right. But so this deals with grief and loss and the fact that pets don't last forever. I was just so surprised by what this book was about, that I decided we really had to read it, because I was like, wow, that's a totally different take and everything else. It's not super, super sad. There's obviously a sad moment in it, but it's really well done. And there's apparently a whole nother group of them: Memoirs of a Goldfish, a Hamster, a Parrot. So I'm not sure what those are about. But I was just, it's also really, really, I hope y'all can see this. It's also really, really beautiful. It has these beautiful tropical pictures in it and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to sharing this one with them. This one is kind of to go along with the science unit we're doing, but not exactly to go along with it. This is The Little Island by Margaret Weiss Brown. This won the Caldecott as well. Didn't grab it for that reason, but it talks about the island and the different animals that live on it. I'm having a really hard time holding picture books. Can y'all tell that I'm used to holding middle grade books now? Like, this is a whole different thing for me. But it's talking about the different animals, the birds, the crabs, things like that. And there's a cat that came to this island, and it's the cat dealing with all the animals and things on the island. I haven't read it all completely through, but it looked really, really cute. So this one for later in the month. And then another one that I wanted to start out the school year with is Jumanji by Chris von Allsburg. He's always been one of my very favorite picture book authors. His books are beautiful. His stories are in depth. I mean, everybody's watched Jumanji at some point, right? Either the old one, the new one, something. I personally still love the old one, but his books are beautifully illustrated. They're well written. They're somewhere between, it's hard for me to call these a picture book. I don't know if maybe there's a different word or category for them, but they're basically picture books for older kids, because they can actually be a little, like, not scary, but they have more depth to them than, say, a normal picture book. Obviously, this tells the story of Jumanji. I'm hoping to bring some of his other books in here as the year comes around. He obviously wrote the Polar Express, stuff like that. Just really vivid pictures and things. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So that's our start off list that we're starting off with for August. Like I said, so far this has gone really, really well. The kids have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I have a feeling we are going to continue this for the rest of our school year. So I think I'm going to try and bring like monthly or bi-monthly, just depending on how much we read, book lists to y'all. And there's going to be a lot of seasonal stuff, but there's going to be, I'm hoping, a lot of really good books with interesting themes and stuff like that. If you like what you see here, like, subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to keep it coming. This has turned out really, really well. So thanks. Y'all go read a lot.